Hi, hello. So, I wasn't sure how I was going to intro this video because I didn't know which channel I was going to put it up on, but I guess I just answered my own question there. Um, I've been going through some life changes recently, and I felt like, I don't know, it would be a good idea to vlog them. This fall is a weird one so far. What started as a project to move my office out of my bedroom has turned into me living in this unfinished room in the back corner of the house almost exclusively. I work, eat, and sleep here now. If I had a bathroom, this would be my own crappy little bachelor apartment. I've got drywall, open ceilings, and light sockets, no doors, cement floors, and a direct link to know whenever someone uses the plumbing or is doing their laundry. Bliss, some might say. I'm sorry, I know that sounds sarcastic. Mostly, I'm trying not to let myself get delulu into thinking that this is all I deserve, but for now, it is all I need, and I am grateful to have this space. Despite the new interruptions that I get to deal with the water flow and venting, I've been way more productive with filming than I ever was out of my room, so my original reason for relocating down here worked. My anxiety over being heard filming in my bedroom and people thinking that I'm stupid or taking offense was a way bigger setback than the noises down here are. But why am I a basement goblin now? Why don't I leave and touch grass anymore? Good question. Because a relocated office is not enough to transform a previously functional human into a grimy little gremlin. This feels like a way late, lockdown vlog. So there are a couple compounding factors influencing my life state right now. I wrote them down so I can keep track of them in my head. I mean, I know what I want to talk about and what's going on around me, but sometimes it's also a little too much sometimes. And that's why I'm making this vlog too, to process and work through what's actually happening. Like, who am I? Maybe this is all just part of my upcoming turning 30 crisis and I don't know it yet. There, also, yeah, I'm turning 30 really soon, and I feel like I need more direction in my life, and by directing my life, as in this video, hopefully that will help. Okay, on to why I've transcended my online persona for this channel and become a literal ghoul hidden away underground who rarely sees sunlight or interacts with the living. Number one, people are scary. Some of you may know that I don't drive. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but if you live where I do, then you wouldn't really ask why. Like, you know why people need to drive, but you wouldn't ask why I choose not to. It is both necessary to own a vehicle in this hick-ass area, but also the driving behavior of the surrounding community is so bad that every single time I get a ride to town, I witness an accident-worthy level of negligence. So it's a trek and a mental strain to even want to go where the people are. I can't do it freely and don't want the risk, but the last time that I was in town, there was an altercation between my partner and a parking lot. I don't really want to get into it here, or now, rather, but the point is, I don't trust people to act responsibly anymore. I can't trust them to be rational. This is the town that I was born and raised in, and I don't love my neighbors. I am growing increasingly scared of them and what they're capable of. I don't belong here, and I'm not sure that I ever really did. That happened on the 22nd. It is now the 29th that I'm filming this. I've had a week, and now I'm bringing all my thoughts together and processing where I belong in the narrative of my own circumstances. But point being, I don't want to be in public spaces anymore. Certainly not anytime soon. I announced to my close family and friends of my decision to embrace hermithood for a bit, and they were all like, yeah, understandable. The next factor that has turned me into a ghoul is bears. Literal bears. There's been an influx of bear activity this year in and around my area. They stole our previously animal-proof garbage can one night, dragged it into woods, and demoed it. then came back and ransacked the apple tree. And when we started putting everything in a greenly to protect it, they completely knocked that over too. And that metal box is heavy. They're not fucking around, so neither am I. Although the property I'm living on is plenty big enough to have nice walks and spend time in nature if I wanted, I don't want to run into bears, so I'm just staying inside. Nowhere to go by car, nowhere to go by foot, nowhere else in the house better suited for my needs than my little cave in the basement. I should mention also that I've recently left my day job, which is usually seasonal, but also I'm just done with the jobs being taken and the strain that it puts on me. So I don't have work as a reason to get out of the house either. I'm doing what I can to earn extra income online, in my nice new office. And the last thing contributing to this whole little me in a hole situation is my partner. He snores. Big time. And I've hit a point where I can't be arsed to have to wake up and relocate to the couch every night at 2 a.m. Like I said, I'm almost 30, and the couch isn't doing me any favors either. So we put our old mattress down in my office, originally with the intention that I'd have a nice, cute little reading nook and a cozy gamer spot, but now I'm just sleeping down here in my office too. In the span of the last month, I have gone from an introvert that generally doesn't go outside much to a legit hermit that doesn't go outside for my own mental health due to the external factors, not just because I'm being avoidant. Why am I telling you all this? I should be taking advantage of the free space that's opened up in my life to pursue my creative passions, but I also have a lot more limitations than normal people and what I can do, too, and I don't know. I guess a part of me was going to feel self-conscious about exposing parts of my room setup without an explanation as I make more content. This way it's not quite so embarrassing being a basement-dwelling ghoul, and over time it would be nice to show improvements that I can make to the space and myself too, I guess. As I mentioned, I started my relocation and identity acceptance on the 22nd of September. Well, I've got a deadline for the 22nd of November to leave my hermit hole again for the first time. My partner's family has a mini vacation planned, a nice little cottage on a lake, which you'd think I'd be sick of based on my previous line of work, but after a month in a dark basement, it'll probably be a refreshing change of pace. Now it's just a question of whether I can drag myself out of here for it. Thanks for watching. If you're a hermit too, bro fist, stay strong. More vlogs to come.